A lot of fun. Yeah.
So when it comes to running, anybody that might be watching right now and has thought about running, as a runner yourself with a lot of experience behind you, what is some of the advice you'd have to offer them?
Well, I would say start slow, first of all. You don't have to run 10K the first time you run, and you can mix in some walking. You can run for a minute and walk for 2 minutes, run for a minute, walk for 2 minutes, just ease your way into it. You're going to be doing something that's unfamiliar, so it's going to hurt a little bit, especially at the beginning, right? So the first few times you do it, it's going to hurt. That doesn't mean it's going to hurt every time you run. It gets easier after you've been doing it a couple of weeks, so just push through and then gradually increase the amount you're running and decrease the amount you're walking, and think about entering, a 2K or a 5K race of some kind, and you'll enjoy the atmosphere of that, because that's a lot of fun. Being at an event can be a lot of fun.
I can attest to that, because I remember when I started running, I was talking to Mark about it and saying, my shins are sore and I'm in pain right now. And you said, oh, just soldier on, you'll be fine. And I said, okay, I don't believe you right now. But you were right. I mean, you just keep it up, and your body, I guess, gets used to it, and you get yourself out there and continue to have a lot of fun. And it becomes fun, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, I love it. I mean, I went for a run yesterday, and I was thinking about it as I was running. I just love the feeling of breathing rapidly and your heart pounding and just feeling like you're using up some energy. I like that feeling.
So let's talk a little bit about some of the exhibitors who are going to be on hand this weekend that we could expect at the Cycling and Running Expo.
Yeah, so lots of people from inside the Ottawa-Gatineau community and from outside, showcasing all kinds of technology. There'll be representatives of lots of the events, like the Spartan races, for example. This is a big trend in running now.
Really
these
is.
Obstacle races where you don't just run, but you get muddy and messy
Very
and dirty. Got a lot of, you got to climb over obstacles, you got to go underneath things, all of that. So there'll be some fun things like that as well, and some great speakers. And there's also a component that's going to be raising money for Wounded Warriors Canada.
Okay.
So there's great people behind this event, and we're going to actually hear from some of the people from Wounded Warriors. They'll be speaking at the event this weekend as well. There's also a guy, we were talking about triathlons, there's a guy who's going to be speaking who does cross triathlons. So rather than, this is swimming in really rough water, mountain biking, and then trail running rather than biking and running on the roads. So it's
because
another
that's
level.
not enough.
Yeah, because those normal triathlons not hard enough, right? So there's some really cool speakers and exhibitors and lots of great products and events and everything at this coming up this weekend.
So it's all weekend?
Yeah, it's Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
9 to 6 on Saturday, 9 to 5 on Sunday at the EY Centre.
Sounds good. This is Ambassador Mark Sutcliffe. He's the ambassador for the Ottawa Cycling and Running Show. We're going to send it back to the studio now. Thanks, Mark.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shelley and Mark. And we are coming back with some great food and more daytime. Stick around. La la la, hey, yeah, yeah. Welcome back to Daytime. We are here with one of the great restaurants in the city, Restaurant 18. We love Restaurant 18. And here with us is Kirk Morrison, the chef de cuisine. I wanted to say it that way.
It sounds super fancy.
I wanted to say it that way.
Yeah.
Who's going to tell us about a great event you're having tomorrow night? And we're going to be making spring on a plate, you mentioned,
That's
Kirk.
the one, yeah.
That's what we're going to be
Right.
doing. So good to have you here.
Thank you.
So 18.
Yes.
You guys have had, I mean, I love the restaurant. I love the look of the restaurant. I love the food of the restaurant. And you've changed the menu, or you've changed it seasonally? Or?
This is actually exclusive to Rogers Daytime. A little bit of a preview
What?
to
Really?
what's going to be coming up on our
Nice.
spring menu. We haven't launched it yet because, as you know, it's still a little bit nippy outside.
Yeah.
But this
We
is
noticed, Kirk. We noticed.
Yeah. So these are some of the flavors that we're going to be playing with for the new spring menu, which should be rolling out 2 to 3 weeks time.
Okay,
All right.
so obviously emphasis on local.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what we're waiting for.
Okay, so what are we going to be putting together here?
So I'm going to get you guys to do a couple things. We have
Yeah.
a little bit of mint
All
here
right.
and
Beautiful.
a little bit of parsley. So if somebody wants to go ahead and chop those up.
Chop
So
this
do you
up.
want him to chiffonade that, Kirk?
Rough chop is fine, however you
I
like.
I
am-
wanted to put
I'm
you on
sorry,
the
what
spot.
did you say?
Preferably keep your fingers though. I don't want that.
Keep your
around.
fingers. No fingers in the food.
And then over here, we're going to start with a smashed pea.
Okay. Oh,
So
delicious.
to that, we're going to add clove of garlic and a piece of anchovy, which is the secret weapon. If you've ever
Right.
tasted anything good, guaranteed there are anchovies.
There are anchovies in
There's
it, yeah.
anchovies
Because
in it.
people hesitate to put anchovy in their dressings or their food. But it does add a great sort of saltiness and something that you just like, what is that? And it's usually what it is.
It is that what is that factor,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So don't be afraid of the anchovy, I say.
Yeah.
And then some fresh English peas. You want to go nip one of those?
I do love
There you
snacking
go.
on these things. Uh-huh.
I love how I'm not supervised right now, and I have the craziest knife I've ever seen. Like, that's terrifying.
So that's going to go, those peas are going to join the anchovy and the garlic in there.
So just a rough mash.
Just a rough mash. You know, we like it kind of rustic. All those flavors are going to marry real nice.
I
that
see you
good?
have some salt there. Do you need to add salt when you're adding anchovy, or?
Yeah,
Little
yes and no. I mean, there's so many peas in here and so little anchovy. That anchovy is just for kind of the je ne sais quoi, you
Yes.
know? But we do need a little additional salt just to bring out the natural flavors in the peas.
Beautiful.
So salt and pepper to that, a little bit of fresh lemon juice. We're going to go in there, and a touch of olive oil. And then those herbs over there that my
I think
friend has chopped so
I've
expertly.
got them, but probably
Look
not.
at that. He's
that's
so,
gorgeous.
He
We're
put them
good?
back in
We're
there
good?
too.
All right, okay, nice.
So everybody in the pool,
Yeah.
and then we're going to give those another little
Why
go
would
around.
you use the mortar and pestle instead of using like a little blender? It adds what?
It adds rustic charm.
Does
It really
yeah.
does, right? It's old
And
school.
because you know what, I know why I like it. It doesn't give you that sort of homogenous kind of.
Yeah.
You know what I
Exactly,
mean?
that's
I get
exactly
You do
what
have
I mean.
texture to it, which is great.
So that's in there. You know, I prepared a little one earlier at the restaurant.
looks
So that's the
beautiful.
one we're going to use for the plate. Hot pan, a little bit of oil.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then to that, we're going to add our beautiful halibut here, salt and
Love
pepper.
halibut.
Ooh,
Delicious.
nice. So obviously 18 is on York Street. 18 York Street is
That's
the
the one.
address. Okay. And you
Love
have
that.
another big event coming up as well, the Chateau de Neige.
Yeah, the
Am I saying
Chateau
that
de
right?
Nage wine dinner is actually tomorrow. Really great wine agent, winemaker. Pierre is going to come down. He's going to talk all things wine.
Beautiful.
I prepared a menu for that.
And where's the wine coming from? It's
It's coming from the Côte de Nîmes, which is
okay.
in France.
Okay, beautiful.
Well, all these big words. And I just I feel so fancy every time you drop by the show. So
So you put something in there. I
So,
want to see this fish.
The halibut is in the oven.
Okay.
So would you care to mix me a salad?
I'd love to.
so we've
we
roughly
have-
got about 20 seconds left. So
I'm
can
gonna
we
do
do
that.
anything
You mix,
through the
I
magic
plate.
of
All in
television?
here.
So this is a little bit of creme fraiche, just right on the plate. However you like, doesn't really matter. You're mixing the salad. Now we have the smashed peas I made earlier. And just take a little tablespoon of that fermented rhubarb right there.
Chef Kirk Morrison from 18, thank you so much for dropping by. Rula, we had a lot of fun today. Lots of food. which is
I
always
did.
good.
I did.